Hello, you awesome friends. This is your pal, Edward's Ear speaking, and we have got another incredible interview with Edward's Ear. We've got it with an incredible Singaporean who will be named shortly. She's a global networking mentor and educator. She's with Team Referral Network Virtual Chapters, and she's got clients all over the world, and she's based in Singapore, and she's incredible. Terilee Harrison, how are you today?
Oh, Edward, I'm fantastic. It's so good to have this time with you. Thank you so much.
Now, it's an absolute honor of having someone of your incredible caliber with us. I actually can't wait. And just if I can say what everyone else is thinking, I've got a lot of I've got a lot of Singaporean clients and friends. I'm married to an Asian lady. You don't look like the average Singaporean to me.
Well, that's such a surprise, right? I stick out here really well. Yes. Yes. Yes, we've been here 3 years. We came from Southern California 3 years ago.
Wow, that's incredible. And I was going to say, it's exciting to have you with us. And Terilee, can you tell us a bit about what you do and how you add value to people's lives?
Oh, I sure can. You know what, Edward? I say that I'm obsessed with networking. I love networking, meeting people, connecting people, and my passion is connecting people from around the world and helping them come together and meet people that they need to meet, right, to be able to reach their dreams and accomplish their goals. So I do that through referral chapters that are online. And I've been on the phone today with people so far. We're like 6 countries so far today, and the day's only half done.
Wow. Well, so I was just going to say, for the sake of our wonderful and very attractive audience.
Oh, they're very attractive. I see
very
that.
attractive and very smart, the fact that they're tuning in. Can you tell us what is business networking and how does it benefit us as entrepreneurs?
Oh my gosh, the power of relationship is so huge. So business networking is coming together with other business owners. And it's really the attitude of exploring, what do you do and how can I help you? And even when you and I first connected and had a real conversation recently, it was all about, I want to know who you are and what you do. I think we serve the same audience, and what can we possibly do to come together and serve more people, right? So it's when we show up with that attitude that we can really do big things in the world.
Okay, so just to clarify, so when you connect with people on LinkedIn, you're not meant to bombard them with a bunch of links saying buy your stuff.
No, that is not it. And the other thing is, and to be clear, may I be clear? Because I'm all about growing my connections on LinkedIn, right? I'm all about that. Anybody who sees what I have going on there knows I'm about that. But it's not about just connect. It's about the actual connection, right? It's about actually having the conversation, really genuinely wanting to know how we can help somebody. And that's when we're memorable, and that's when great stuff will happen. If it's just connect, we really have nothing. That's not really a network.
Well, that's incredible. So based on what you just said, and again, I'm just being satirical for the sake of the audience. So you're obviously preaching the choir here. So let's say someone connects with you on LinkedIn. How do you handle it? What goes through your mind, Terilee, and what actions do you engage in?
I really like to engage in people out in public so people can see. I am certainly I'm not going to go say, hey, there's my link, join me. Or how many times do you get a message and they say, can you help me find a job? It's like, I don't even know you, right? So I like to engage people out in public. I'll tell you what I like to see. I have not employed, but there's someone that I know that I'm on screen with right now. And you are wonderful with voice messages, video messages, using my name. It's personal. I think being personal is huge. Reaching out to someone and say, hey, I would love to chat with you. Would you be interested in setting some time? That's how I will engage people.
I think that's brilliant and well said. And I couldn't agree with you more. I think, again, using LinkedIn as an example, a lot of our wonderful, attractive viewers are LinkedIners like ourselves. And to me, that's the first thing. The moment someone adds me as a connection and I accept the connection, the first thing I love doing is sending a voice message or a video and saying hello. And why is that such an important thing to do, Terilee?
I think because it personalizes it, and it makes you personal when you're gonna, actually you took the time to do it. You're not cutting and pasting. The fact that you take the time and use their name, right? I like the personal things. You left me a message about a month ago. I said, this was right before like everything got shut down. And you said, Terilee, are you coming to Sydney anytime soon? And I was like, I give anything to get. And now guess what? It's on my list, man. It's on my list for the year. But it's like, yes, I would love to. It's those personal things that are memorable and they get us going. And I swear I'm coming to Sydney. I swear.
The thing about Australia is we're an open, accepting, tolerant country. We welcome in Asians, and you're from Singapore, so you're very welcome.
I knew it. Yes, I'm sure that because I'm from Singapore.
So there won't be any anti-Asian racism against you. I can guarantee that.
Okay, then I'm in for sure.
Yeah, good. Yeah, we're all okay with Asians in Australia. Yeah, I'm married to one of my kids are Asian. So yeah, so that makes perfect sense to me, and I actually really get where you're coming from, because I think where a lot of entrepreneurs and people on LinkedIn and entrepreneurs and professionals get into trouble on LinkedIn is they don't understand what you and I understand, and they just don't get anywhere on LinkedIn. They just seem to get into trouble. They just hit brick walls. And I love how you said earlier, and just to clarify, not having a shot at these people. I've been like that, so not having a shot at them. But you get people you don't know who say, can you help me find a job?
Yeah.
It's such an awkward situation. Again, I'm not having a shot at these people because I know what it's like. I was a homeless veteran. I know what it's like being desperate. What's your advice to people who are doing desperate things like that? How would you tell them how to better handle these situations? Be it, hey, can you help me find a job? Or I need some clients, I'm desperate. What do you say to those sort of people?
Oh, no. Wow, I'm so put on the spot. You know what? I think it's okay to be real about things, but I think you got to build a relationship. You must build a relationship, and so maybe do it out publicly a little bit. I see. Don't you see the headlines of looking for opportunities? And I get it. I word that seriously. Right now, there's a lot of people that are going to be looking for opportunities, but sharing what you're doing. Oh, you know what? I had a gentleman. He reached out and he wanted a conversation. He was lovely. He's retiring from the military in the U.S. and it wasn't just this desperate thing. He actually said, "I hear that you're pretty good on LinkedIn, and I wanted to get some advice from you." And you know what? We had a great conversation. I think it's not being desperate. There we go. That's around the way to say, don't be desperate. Just be real. Be real. Be genuine. I believe there's a lot of people right now that are looking for opportunities who are amazing human beings that just as things have gone down that they need a leg up. And I think somewhat it's our job to be there for them. When we need help, we certainly will want people to be there for us, but just be genuine about it.
Yeah, and that's a great question. And I'm going to ask some more difficult, thorny questions.
Oh, no.
That veteran, I just want to say to veterans and their families, thank you for their service.
Yes, that's right.
So what I was going to say is I'm going to ask you some more difficult questions.
Okay, great.
When you get, so I don't know about you, but I get at least 150 connection requests a day on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. I do not accept all of them.
You don't? Okay.
I don't. And because a lot of the time I find, unfortunately, is people just hitting the connect key.
Yeah.
And when I connect with them, I send them a message, they don't even reply. Or then they say, oh, by the way, Ed, what do you do? And it's like, hang on, you added me. So how do you handle that awkward situation? How do you handle just seemingly random connection requests? How do you deal with those situations, Terilee?
Oh, see, I don't know what you're going to think of this, but right now, I'm going to tell you what, until they prove me otherwise, I am accepting them.
Oh, wow.
They got to prove me otherwise. They might get unaccepted. Or suddenly if they're right in my phone WhatsApping me, like I'm like, to me that gets a little invasive when suddenly they've left LinkedIn and they're right in your phone, right? Miss Terilee or Miss Harrison or ma'am. I'm like, oh no. I let them in. I'm going to tell you why. And you can tell me.
That's so tolerant and accepting.
I'm an Asian from Singapore. No. But you know what it is? I am looking to literally build a global network. And some people may prove me wrong, and some people may not be around forever, but until they prove me otherwise, I'm going to let them in. Mm-hmm.
I love your degree of acceptance, right?
Okay,
I think that's,
but am I asking for trouble? Maybe. Mm-hmm.
There you go. Yeah, and I suppose if they're looking for trouble, they've found the wrong place, right?
Oh, yeah, they're in trouble now, yeah.
Well, they found the right place. So, okay, got it. So, and how do you get people finding you? What are your tips and tricks for, be it you're a job seeker or you're an entrepreneur looking for clients, what are your tips and tricks on being found by the right people?
Well, I think it's super important that you are specific. I think that we got to put great content out there. I'm leveling up my content and I'm speaking, like you will see, and I need to make sure I'm doing a better job because now I've called this out. But I will say I'm looking to network with specifically business owners, coaches, consultants, multi-level marketing, direct salespeople. So I will say business owners, top networking tip for business owners, right? Spelling it out, attention business owners. It gets there. When you're direct about who you're speaking to, I think that helps a lot. Do I have connections who are engineers? Yeah, I just told you I accept them, right? So I do. But there's a piece of me that says, and maybe I'm wrong, but there's a piece of me that says that I don't know if they have a side hustle. I don't know if their wife has a business. I don't know, right? You don't know those things. But by directly having what comes across my feed, say it's business related and networking related and for entrepreneurs, I hope that helps catch the right people's attention.
That's brilliant. And I noticed that you share a lot of videos, you share a lot of really good content, giving value and information completely free. I've seen some of your stuff. It's incredible.
Thank you. I've been trying. You know what? I feel that now in this time that we need to show up. I feel it's about showing up. It's about giving. It's about, there may be some people who are having a bad day, but you know what? I'm going to show up anyway, Edward, and I'm going to bring my positivity. I'm going to bring, if I'm in a bubble here and I'm moving forward, I'm going to show up and bring it because maybe somebody needs me to be there that day when they're online. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. And I know you're the right. I know I'm definitely, I'm definitely asking the bishop if they believe in God right here, right? But I definitely going to ask you a question I don't agree with. But recently what we've started in our business is we've started weekly Zoom networking calls, right?
Yep.
Of course, you're invited to anytime you want. And they've been incredible. It's just simply a weekly networking call where everyone comes together. They've been so incredible. What are your thoughts on things like that?
Jeez, I don't know if they're any good. No.
Oh, no, they suck, Ed. Networking's terrible. Don't do it. Stop it.
Don't do it. No. Do you know, and by the way, I don't know when this week's is, but I'm planning on, I'm going to find a way to be there. So I want to be at your weekly Zoom. You know, I have to say that up until a month ago, 6 weeks ago, that I didn't have to beg people to look at online networking. But 6 weeks ago, there was a lot of belief in the world that there was a lot of belief going on that I don't need that, right? I love my face-to-face and I don't need the online. But guess what? People now have to have it. And they're finding out it's not as bad as what they thought. It's awesome, right? So I firmly believe in it. And I think part of the secret sauce of what I'm up to is that we all have our face-to-face in our area. So like, where am I going to network face-to-face? Edward, Singapore, right? It's obvious, right? But I would, but we.
That one actually.
What's that?
The Singapore Chamber of Commerce. I've got a few clients in there. They say it's incredible.
You know what? I'm sure it is. I'm so busy networking online. I've never been, but I would love to meet your friends and I'd love to hook up with them. I'd love to hear more.
Obviously, now contradicting myself, this is not going to happen for a while until COVID's gone.
But you're coming to see me.
Oh yeah, totally. And Singapore's on my list. Singapore's absolutely on my list.
Oh, Sydney's on my list now, so forget it. Well, it's all good.
Totally. Mm-hmm. Because the thing, I agree with you actually, because I think that's what's really important is that, I'll use this as an example. So, you know Meetup, right? The community platform.
Of course. Used it for years. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so with Meetup, long story short, so I'm actually their brand ambassador community guy for Australia. So about 2-3 years ago, I became part of the Meetup team and I helped support the community across Meetup in Australia.
Yes.
And originally, and this is a bit of funny trivia for you, Meetup originally said, you cannot run live webinars on Meetup. It's just real
Correct.
words only.
Correct.
And obviously the coronavirus disagreed with that, right?
Yeah. Oh, it very much disagreed. Yes.
Yeah, the coronavirus had a chat to Meetup and said, we're going to change your business model. So now what Meetup has done, and again, I'm saying this positively about Meetup. I love Meetup.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, Meetup now allow webinars on their platform. They've been incredible. Like, because originally I used to run 2 to 3 face-to-face networking events across Sydney and also Melbourne and Perth in Australia.
Yes, yes.
Now we've been running our Zooms through Meetup. It's been incredible.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on all that?
I'm in. You know what? I've had a Meetup account for years and been advertising my face-to-face meetings. But in fact, I have some face-to-face chapters I work with still in Southern California. I switched them to the online really quick. But did I think about my other stuff? No, but guess what? I'm in. Yeah, I believe in Meetup. The Meetup is amazing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, great company. I'm very lucky to be part of that. And what's interesting about the whole Meetup experience, actually, and this is, and can I just be honest with you? I'm going to embarrass.
You better go ahead. I
want to be honest with you. Now, a lot of people are going to think, Ed, you suck, Ed, when they hear this. But I'll tell you what happened. When the whole Corona thing came to the surface, I originally thought, nah, I'm not going to do networking Zooms. They're dumb. I'm more of a go-to webinar guy. I did.
Okay.
I'm kind of like the go-to webinar guy, right?
Stuffy.
And for me, go-to webinar is important, darling. Zoom, bah humbug, poor, right? So anyway, and so what I did was I eventually relented, and I ran a networking Zoom through Meetup, and like 20 people came, and I was blown away by how successful it was, and I gladly ate every part of that humble pie. Oh,
that's so great.
Yeah, but the reason why I'm saying that is that I think from a business networking point of view,
yes,
running weekly Zooms.
Oh my gosh. It's incredible. Okay, so what I'm up to in the secret sauce is back to that is there's the magic of your face-to-face in your community, but so many of us have businesses that are borderless boundaries, right? That suddenly you can be in these weekly Zooms with people from around the world who are your referral partners, and you just expand what you're up to in ways that you couldn't before. And it's powerful. Yeah.
The realization I had was that, let's say Corona, and I wish this won't happen, but I wish it would happen. Let's say, it's just for the sake of the audience, we're doing this interview on Wednesday, the 15th of April.
Okay.
Right? Okay. For the sake of the audience, Corona hit its global peak about a week ago, and it's in decline now. But what's interesting though, and I'm not the only one saying this, even the decision we made is that, let's say Corona ended this evening. It's not going to happen, but I wish it did, right?
Yeah, me too. Mm-hmm.
And let's say I can run my face-to-face meetups again. I'm still going to run weekly Zoom networking events. I think I've been permanently sold on that.
I think so. Yeah, no, I think that the whole concept of what's been happening face-to-face, that there will be people now who realize that the opportunity is there. And I have, I was in this, actually, I have pictures of me 5 years ago, brown hair, guys. Well, maybe it wasn't brown, but it was brown, but I had brown hair, doing, we were in Google Hangouts, and we were doing online meetings, and we were just a bit before our time. Came back into it 18 months ago. So glad that I did, because guess what? We're here, we're poised, we're ready. We have enough experience in online networking to be teaching, and it's an amazing world. And yes, there's going to be people like yourself who get it, who love it, who drink the Kool-Aid, and they're in. And yeah, it's just an exciting time.
Oh, I love what you're saying, Terilee. And I was just going to say, as we bring this awesome interview to a close, what's your advice for business owners, professionals, anyone listening to this from a networking view? What's your core advice to them?
I really believe that now is the time for everyone to really be working on their networking contacts, on building referral partner relationships. As we come out of this experience, the opportunity to level up who are your key strategic partners who are by your side through networking and to be able to refer you and to collaborate, it's huge. It's huge. And now we got to taste of this online networking world. I think there's an invitation to stay here. The beauty of it is, if you want to have a Sydney-based online group that maybe gets together once a month, you can. Singapore-based, you can go Southeast Asia, you can go global, US, Canada, right? There's all the options in the world are available, and there's people who have done this for a living, building amazing global communities. I don't know myself, I'm just one, right? I believe that there's enough in the world so that we can serve everyone, right? But I think that now's the time. Do not spend this time watching too much Netflix. Do not spend this time, just wasting it. Spend the time on Zoom like this, building your relationships. You're going to be so glad that you did.
Oh, beautiful. Now, thank you, Terilee. And just dig into more detail. Any more closing thoughts you have for our incredible audience around the world?
I think I just want to encourage you to go do what you need to do each day to build who you're speaking to, build your audience. So whether that is on LinkedIn or wherever your chosen favorite platform is, be visible, be seen, show up for people, network, engage. You really want to join organizations, right? I'm joining, in light of all this, I'm joining several myself, right? I want to have my network, be part of others, collaborate, grow. Now's the time for all of this.
Oh, Terilee, so well said, and thank you. And just for the sake of a wonderful audience, friend, how can our friends out there get in contact with you?
One of the easiest ways, you can find me on LinkedIn, Terilee Harrison. You see Terilee, how it's spelled. I'll show up there with my awesome gray hair, from my gray hair from Singapore even. And you can also find me on my Facebook group is virtualnetworking.group, and everything about our organization is all inside of there. We'd love to have you come on and be part of us.
It's a pleasure. And you actually accept the connections as well.
Heck yes, guys, let's do it.
Yeah. And if you can, just for the sake of the audience, thank you. If you do want to connect with Terilee, please don't just hit the connect key on LinkedIn. Actually send Terilee a message that you've seen this, just so Terilee,
yes.
Let Terilee know. It makes it easier, because one thing I will say is I don't like how people just hit connect on LinkedIn. I wish they just send a message, because then you know it's legit.
Yes, that is so helpful, isn't it? Yes. Yeah. For sure.
So please respect Terilee. Send her a message when you connect with her, and Terilee's awesome. Terilee, I also say big thank you for sharing your valuable knowledge with us. It's appreciated.
No, thank you for having me today. It's an honor to be here with you. And one day you all are going to see a picture of Edward and I together in Sydney. Ta-da. By the end of 2020, it's happening, people.